So it's been a while since I've come on the channel and done any readings at all. For the final new moon of 2024, I've decided I was going to come on and do a little mini read. So I'm using Kim Cran's Animal Spirit. And I'm just going to pull one or two at random, give us the overall energy of the new moon. This is a general collective, so it may resonate, it may not. Take what does, leave the rest. So the energy coming in is the turtle and the tarantula. So I'm really feeling with these two cards that have popped out, and I was feeling before I started that I wanted the energy of just more than one card. So there we have it, turtle and the tarantula. And when I look at these instantly, I'm just seeing a bullseye in my head. So there's some, like a darts board bullseye. I'm seeing this as a dartboard, but there are multiple choices that you or we are going to have the potential to weave our creativity in between, through, or choose. I feel like choose one or all of them. But I'm also seeing that there's strength in numbers, because as in a beehive, when they form their honeycomb, I'm seeing there is a whole thing, a whole strength in numbers, a new project, a new community, a new anything. But I feel, and the 8 legs as well, I just feel that there's going to be a lot of the potential to have your finger in many pies, if you understand. Okay, so I do very much feel the energy of the turtle, and obviously, aside from obvious facts, for some of us it could have been could have been in 2024 and leading up until 2025, an uphill struggle, a bit of an uphill battle, with a tremendous weight upon your back. So and it's almost like many of us would have felt like, many of you could have felt like, it's not just burdensome. It's not just, it's this weight is not just burdensome. It's unbearable, completely unbearable. And it's like every step forward, I can almost hear the nails, you know, like down a chalkboard, and that sound goes through me. But that's how I feel. It's like the nails are being scratched onto the chalkboard, but there's an unbearable weight upon the back, and it's like you're being dragged, you feel possibly being dragged down with every step forward. It's just cumbersome wouldn't even be the right word. It's been a real struggle. But I was just about to say, so I was drawn to the tail of the turtle here, and how it reminded me of a grandfather clock, and I heard the tick-tock, tick-tock, and then I looked down to this, which was making the same movement, so they're just double confirmation. But it's almost, if you are not aware that it's not a timeless battle, you have made it through you've already made it through the worst. The trials and the tribulations have been passed, and I feel that time is now on your side. So time is giving you the time that has already passed. It's like it's like the final countdown before you start to move into adventure, and the light that was beneath the darkness, because if you look behind that, you can see, I see that as the light shining through the dark. They're the stars in the night sky. That's the glimmer of light beneath. It can look like rainwater, but either way, it's all clearing, it's healing. But the light's starting to shine through, and it's going to reflect to you your true purpose and pathway. And with time now on your side, and the light coming through, I feel that your weight, the burdens that you've carried, are going to be lifted through the efforts of time, and through this hive, this community that's being created, that is going to surround you. It's the many opportunities and focuses and cares and projects, but they don't belong to one, they kind of belong to all. And there's going to be a huge sense of collaboration, and that you're not going to be climbing, there's no hill to climb, because you've already summited. I feel like you're at the peak of the uphill struggle, as I said before. So I do feel from now, any weight bared will be shared. Didn't mean to rhyme, but the tarantula. Okay, so I do feel this is what gave me the sense of like a target. And I just feel very much going into 2024, time, and time is a huge thing, because I felt it here with this, but this too is going to be very much of the essence. And it's like there's no time to wait, like hurry, and there's going to be it's not an urgency in a way that would make you feel anxious. It's an anticipation, it's an excitement, it's a sense of freedom for all the everything that's held you down, the shell was an armor that you had to wear, and you, like, literally how you've made it to this point is almost beyond belief, because the armor that you've had, that's brought you to this very point, the one that you are actually going to shed or transform or lighten, it's like I said, the burden's not only on your back, it houses a home. This now houses a home, and it has multiple occupancies. This like spreads the weight over life. Is not going to be one heavy pressure point anymore. It's everything's well balanced out, like all onto the 8 legs, and all, like, I'm really drawn to the like honeycomb, the honey, the hive, and the shape. And I feel that's like sequences and patterns of positivity, and a series of events that will start to occur, and from now, and more maybe regularly as we go into the new year, that they're going to point out to you that your load has already been lightened, and that God, the universe, is now working in your favor. He's working with you, but you have to also do the work, because you cannot, once you've made it and life starts to get to the point, through once you made it to the light, through the darkness, through these struggles, once you've shed this armor, which is what you needed to get you to this point, it's the weight, it's the burden of every heartache, every trauma, every mistake you think you may have made. It's every tear you've cried. It's everything. It's your whole life up until this point, because you've reached a breaking point to reach this breakthrough point. And And when you shed that through, well, just this natural process that is happening now, you are actually going to be a brand new person. You are there's going to be a relief. But as I was saying, it's important for you to, you can't reach that point with all that background knowledge and noise and understanding and do nothing with it, because that is, you're just going to put all the weight that you've carried on your back and your shoulders and your heart, you're going to put it all on top of your head, and then when it has nowhere to go in your head, then you're going to end up in the same situation. It's not an easy place to be. But unless you read in between the lines, and you read in between the lines and outside the box, and use your mind to create not just a better life for you, but the better life for those around you. And I really feel that becoming involved in creative endeavours, investing into new projects, to it's keep yourself busy, to create something brand new, like create within this process.